England emerging for this crucial group game here. The tournament still in its relative infancy, but it is already developing into quite a spectacle, and that, of course, is what you expect from this, the greatest of all the tournaments. It has been terrific stuff so far, so let us hope that the trend continues here and now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're very much on the way now. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Palmer! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
England break through nice and early, just as they wanted it. Pinches it off him. Rogers. The ball goes in. Salisu tries to clear. England leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. He's got away. And he's cut it out. Now it's Kane. Spread to the right. Saka has the space to scheme. And that is expertly dealt with. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Stones. And it's O'Reilly. Good play on the left-hand side here. And here's Bellingham. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Kane. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Williams, and he's managed to get free. This might spell take. Big chance! Oh, he's been caught. Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Konsa. Distributed tidily. That has ended up in no man's land. England looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. O'Reilly venturing down the left. Williams. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Semenyo receives it in a good position here. Good read, needed to be. They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Driving forward. Rogers finding himself in space. Salisu is there, and he can... And the referee has signalled for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. England up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
England can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
And please welcome our lads to the field. Substitution for England, number 7, Bukayo Saka, number 26.
So into the second half. England currently ahead by the smallest of margins.
Number 18.
And that is well cleared. And it's James. And here's Bellingham. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Couldn't squeeze it through. Iñaki Williams. This is there's the header! And that's a tiny finish. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
We're looking at a different game now.
There's been a genuine...
Takes a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Palmer clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Aimed beyond the defence. Out of play for a goal kick. Palmer going forward. Now it's Palmer. He's in a great position. Real chance! Oh, what has happened here? That's put paid to the danger. Bellingham. And he's in on goal. Chance for a shot! Goal, England! And they're back in front. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Number 9, Harry Kane.
England have their lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Kudus is wide and looking to get onto this. And it's Ayew. Space for him to turn and look. Nicely weighted ball.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he's picked it up out wide.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Substitution in progress.
So here comes a substitution.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy. England nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
This is Ayew. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's been played through. Oh, super ball. Chance! Abdul Samed. Now he's off and running. And that is that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Palmer claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. Well, the stage is set for a stir. Chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
England have the chance to go the other way. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? England could not have hoped for a better opportunity. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
So this to break the deadlock. And he's kept it out. Now, who's going to be first to this? Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I have little doubt that the striker, Ollie Watkins, will have a huge role to play here, provided they can service him with the right quality. It's vital that they play those short crosses and cutbacks he can run onto. And that's the best aspect of his game, his explosiveness and clever anticipation in front of goal.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Watkins. Can he get on the end of this? So we're still where we started right now. He's looking wide. Oh, super find. Eze. He shifted it to the flank. Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. Half an hour played now. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Good take, and is he in? Panama are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Eze. That is good progress on the left. Godoy. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Great vision. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, that's fabulous. Now the ball. Chance for a shot! There's a goal! And there is your opener. How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Panama penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead. So a temporary halt to the action. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. England currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that was the first half and we will be back with the second half shortly. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. Oh, good climb! And that was very necessary. Tries to play it through. Ball in towards the middle. Tries to get it clear. No, he is not giving anything away. And here's Watkins. And it's Eze. Foden. And what about this cross? Cleared without hesitation.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he's picked it up out wide.
La cantidad de espectadores
In with the challenge.
fue de
Eze.
81.007.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rodgers. Now it's Watkins. Threads one in. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
He has found a way through. Anderson. Now it's Watkins. Now Rodgers. Oh, good read. Distributed tidily. Alexander-Arnold receives it in a wide position. Oh, good effort! Oh, it's gone in! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Panama can now introduce the first of their substitutes. So, time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Can he get it through? And a chance! Goal, England! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Panama have opted to make another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
England have their lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And it's Hall. Has a look up and delivers. And he's gone looking for... He's going for goal! Well, that is rather wayward. Eze, Rodgers, now it's Watkins, Rodgers, that is lovely. Eze, he's having a pop! No, just not quite.
I'm a little surprised that he actually couldn't make that count. He's so good from that range. Often, he'll find the net.
And time is up. England have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. The end of the game. Reflections?
What a game, what a show of character. It wasn't looking good at one stage, it was quite flat in the first 45 minutes. But that's how you turn things around. You get a purpose in your game and you go for it.
Well, all of a sudden we're talking a different language, the language of knockout football. Now that the group stages are over, there is no margin for error. Only one of these teams can prevail here. It is do or die time. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The strains of the national anthem of Colombia. Well, if that doesn't get the juices flowing, then nothing will. Well, this is a noisier occasion all round. Everybody, Jim, knows what's at stake here.
You know, Peter, it's the suddenness that I love when you get to this phase of the competition. The suddenness in which you can find yourself in a good position, or the suddenness in which it can go against you. That introduces drama, which creates great excitement, and ultimately you get a much more entertaining show.
And that gets things running. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Diaz providing an outlet on that flank. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's a lovely, neat pass. Kane might just make this. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's...
Oh, terrible mistake. Oh, he's on his... It's Kane! Goal, England! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
England have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, registering that crucial first goal has now given them more incentive and motivation to take this on.
Rice gets on his bike and on the move. Turns back here, probably the best option. That's a good ball. Chance! Now it's Kane. He's a sharp little ball here. Can he get it through? Shot a goal! And he has his goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Well, this could turn out to be quite a game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. James, can he spark a counter here? James, Saka has it out wide and in space. That is a brilliant interception. Now it's Diaz. Now this could be a chance, and he's managed to shoot! They've scored! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
He has found the way through. Decent chance! Well taken goal. They are purring, truly purring. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was numero.
And that is indeed the final act. So, half-time in the opener. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Señoras y señores, tenemos un niño perdido. Al padre de un niño con camiseta amarilla, se le solicita presentarse en el centro de información. Aquí están los jugadores. Cambio en Inglaterra. Número 26. Entrará al campo. Número 25.
So, into the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Tries to play it through. Rice. England do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
This looks promising. Colombia can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Well, That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's picked his way through. Well, that has not gone well. And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Colombia, palpably stronger, better, superior.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, he's burst through. Oh, nice touch. Diaz was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And this is Quintero. Picked out, great chance! And it's in! This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Colombia are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Nicely shaped ball. Good ball, good take. And he welcomes it in. Pass somewhat off target. Played out towards the right wing. Now that's well seen too. Now that looks a decent ball. Now there's a chance, surely! And a neat finish. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Searching pass he's played there. Kane! And that's past the post. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. England are out. Well, this is the beauty and the cruelty of knockout football. It doesn't matter who you are, unlike the movies, you only live once. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, Peter, before the inquest can even begin, it just goes to show you the cruelty of knockout football. It doesn't matter how well you prepare or how well you play. This is a results business.
El personal de seguridad de cada sección se presente inmediatamente en la sala de personal.
Well, it has been a 4-year wait, a long, long wait. For near enough a century, we have been treated to endless drama as teams vie to rise above the other 194 nations to be crowned kings of this remarkable game. History will be the ultimate judge as to how well this edition stands up to its many outstanding prequels. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice. And the finish! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Egypt! And Egypt are in front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Egypt gain their reward with an early goal. He's found a way through. Tries a shot! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's bustling through, and he shoots! And he hits the net! And they're threatening to fly away here!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
15 minutes is number 11.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. Belgium are really in a position where patience and prudence will...
Terrific effort! Oh, that's an own goal!
Oh, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Egypt benefiting from an own goal. Not that you'll hear them complaining. Over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Trossard is in a really good position out wide. Header! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Has to go back here. Oh, good take and a good... De Bruyne! In he goes again! And this is Lukaku. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now there's a fine ball. Can he finish? He's in a great position here. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Mustafa Mohamed looking to add to his goal. Now, can they get him away? He has a look up. It's gone backwards. In with the challenge.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
He's in a good position here. He's shot, surely! Goal! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Number 10, Romelu Lukaku.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Lukaku, there he goes, motoring forward. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Welcome the two sides.
So off we go again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Spread neatly. Trossard puts a cross in. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Tielemans. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
This match was 29,950.
Egypt ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. De Bruyne. Oh, shooting chance! And a neat finish. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Belgium, after 65 minutes, is number 7, Kevin De Bruyne.
All of a sudden we have a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
De Bruyne. Good running, strong and purposeful. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Lukaku! That's put pay to the danger. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Marmoush coming on here, a change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself. Belgium really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Marmoush. Belgium now in a position of desperate urgency.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
And here's Lukaku. And here's Doku. thinks about the shot. And the shot! And he's stuck it away. They have stolen level at the last. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
And the shot! He lifts the roof! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. They were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Egypt look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserved this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe...
Decent chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
De Bruyne really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Substitution.
Oh, this is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
Point-blank header! And that's it. They chased and chased, but it wasn't to be. A poor start, verging on disastrous. This most definitely not what they were envisaging. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's the start they didn't want, but it doesn't have to mean there's no chance of recovery. There's still plenty of points to turn things around, although I must add, much less room for error now.
And for all that are here today, we are glad to inform you that tickets for the next home game are now available on general sale from the ticket office.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. Real chance! Off the post! Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes,
Shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Belgium are looking to go forward now. Now it's Lukaku. Spread out to the left. Trossard. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, this is a great position. Decent chance! Goal, Belgium! And Belgium are ahead. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Number 10, Romelu Lukaku.
Belgium have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Oh, that's a key interception. That's going wide left. De Bruyne. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's onside.
Iran really look like a team that's set up to absorb.
Chance! It's a good run down the right. And it's De Bruyne. Now that looks a decent ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Great defending, strong and determined. That's good running with the ball. He's on it, can he get away? Teat did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And this is De Bruyne. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And it's made its way to him. And he's got away from it. De Bruyne! Oh, it's hit the post! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Reflections on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Belgium have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
Everyone, please welcome the two sides. Substitution for Belgium, number 6, Onana. Coming on the field.
So we're off again.
Number 14.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Mechelen. Belgium different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Azmoun tries to pass it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Cross in.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Oh, that's well spotted. Godos.
The attendance for this match
Your
was
impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be
He's having a shot! It's in! Iran are level.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, something tells me there'll be a few more twists and turns before it's all over, Peter.
Trossard gets on his bike and on the move. Belgium do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Picked out brilliantly. There's the shot! Goal! Iran! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Iran leading now.
Well, their manager seems to...
Shot a goal! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Number 10.
And he's done it again! He's got his second! Iran choosing to make the first change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Big chance! Incredible! Just incredible! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Iran now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserved this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Substitutions taking place.
Iran have opted to make another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that...
And that'll be the end of that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
They just turned up with the wrong mentality, Peter. They got complacent, and they'll have to take the criticism that comes with it now.
This is a hard one to take, but we'll be back stronger, won't we?
Climbing to the top with steady, sheer persistence. Yeah.